Hello guys, my name is Christine and welcome back to my channel. Today the topic is really serious and something I'm kind of ashamed of that I have forgotten about. I remember some years ago already I was like, I'm going cruelty-free, and then it ended with like one purchase of cruelty-free brands, which by the way some of them are not cruelty-free anymore. Like, I don't understand those brands who are, and then they changed to choosing torturing animals. I cannot like wrap my head around it. And being someone who is like blogging and being really active on social media and loving makeup and promoting it as much as I can, and then I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't really been cruelty-free with those options that we have. And now I have become really passionate since hashtag SAVERALPH is going around, which is kind of campaign movement to destroy testing on animals, totally stop this because it is ancient and stupid and doesn't make sense in modern world for someone to torture animals. I don't know if you have seen this little like animated video clip, which totally broke my heart, and be quite honest, I didn't watch it fully because I could not. Hurting animals and kids is something that just wraps my stomach. I feel sick in the stomach when I even want to cry. I never cry on camera, but this topic is something that... What's wrong with me today? Something that totally like makes me sick, and I think that's why I'm like so passionate about these political topics in general this like past year, because everyone talk about totally something which that is not the biggest problem at all, while there's like pedophilia, like animal torture going around, and like sick fetishes, and but not about that, just saying that it's something that I just really felt passionate about. Link where you can sign the petition to stop animal cruelty and testing on animals, I will link down below, so please go sign the petition. I myself have a pet bunny, and I don't know, I saw that clip and then I watched my bunny here, and at the same time I have like Maybelline and L'Oreal there, and I'm like, how this makes sense for me to use that, especially in modern world we have so many possibilities. I'm literally rambling. Maybe this video will be long just because I want to give also a lot of information, so please stay with me because I will give a lot of interesting information as well for you as like to start this movement. I invite you to join me as well if you're not cruelty free, because I'm not cruelty free, but I want to kind of showcase the process of me turning into cruelty free, because I think it's interesting. I cannot like throw out all the products, I'm not so rich, I will not do that, but I'm turning myself and converting, and I will purchasing in the future and changing these products for something else, and also for promotions in future. I will definitely see if the brand is cruelty free and only going to collaborate with brands that are cruelty free. So about testing, it doesn't make sense that we are using animals for testing where they haven't done anything bad, only because they cannot respond and they are like kind of weaker, don't have a voice. That's why we have to be the voice for them. Why cannot we test? First of all, people who just sell their mom for money, like they would go do those tests. The people are dumb. Second, why we don't use it for someone who have murdered their family, someone who have used kids, who have like hurt kids? Everyone will be okay with that, but right, yeah. They have rights, animals don't have rights. We all know that it's actual cruel, horrible stuff that animals need to suffer. It's actual torture that gives a lot of pain for a long time for animals, and it just breaks my heart. I know that people could maybe say, yeah, but you know, testing on animals, they can save our lives, it's just for humans, blah blah blah. It's modern world, girl. We can already see in Google all those list of ingredients that are harmful for people and the ones who are good for people, and I think that's the reason why smaller brands actually without problem goes cruelty free. You just see the list, chamomile, aloe vera, all that what you can put in your product and sell it. There is no reason why all those big corporations are using and testing on animals. Those who have millions, billions of dollars torturing animals without any reason. It's unreliable, even unreliable. Imagine, it's the least reliable thing to be testing on animals. And you know, I can imagine people not realizing it. You think like it's the like body or skin, but even me, for example, I will not die when I use all those horrible essential oils, and not even horrible, also natural ones. It will be okay for me, but my bunny, she could die in 2 days from that. So how that makes sense? It's just so unreliable because bunnies are so fragile. I just know it from the fact. I don't use any essential oils, any like really strong candles in this room where she lives and everything like that, just because she's so fragile. She will like die in a day. But for me it's okay. For me it's okay also all the chemicals that actually are poisonous. But I will live, and by that I want to say that they still like sell those products. Really the most expensive method as well. Like how it makes sense. The alternatives that I have searched and found on online, there's so many. There's some computer ones, there's some vitro testing, and there are human volunteer actually alternatives. They're much more ethical, cheaper, and they work so much better. Imagine there's actually institutes who have made kind of those chips that look and totally function like a human body. So when you test products on it, it will show if it leaves something, some scars, anything or not. In 2004, they actually tried to ban animal testing in European Union, but during that time, and I can imagine like in the last 10 years it has changed a lot, but the alternatives weren't so good. However, now I think the movement has returned because now there's so many alternatives. So again, if you're still watching, and I hope you are because this subject is really important, then please go and sign that petition. It's really important. Maybe we can win this time. In 2009, the European Union banned testing ingredients on animals within the European Union, so probably that sounds like it means that animals in the European Union are safe and no one's testing on them. But I don't know why I don't believe it. It says that many times that they don't apply anyways, because whenever there's some new ingredient, like there's exceptions, you know, so then there's still not point. When I started first like researching about cruelty-free some years ago, I was really shocked and confused because, for example, I bought Wet n Wild because I was like, yeah, they're cruelty-free. They're like the first sentence in Instagram profile, cruelty-free brand, blah blah blah. No, don't believe them. Check, Google it. There are many pages, I will try to link them. And there are some exceptions when they like promote themselves as cruelty-free. However, they, for example, sell to China their products, and at the moment they sell to China, they are not cruelty-free. They don't support cruelty-free because maybe you don't know, but those brands know that in China there's like actual law that you must test on animals. And how big China is, that's horrible. If they send their products to China, that means that China are testing them on animals, and that's abuse, and they are not cruelty-free brands, and don't buy from these brands. Boycotting brands that test on animals is the most effective solution to stop animal testing for cosmetics. That's talking with you, that's talking with me, and that bag I'm looking at filled with brands that test on animals, you got to go. There are too many brands that are cruelty-free. I was checking that list, it took me like hours to read that list, and there are actually much shorter list with brands that are testing on animals. But what is the problem? That these brands are the biggest corporations and own a lot of other brands. L'Oreal, Maybelline, MAC, all those, you know, they are like huge, because there are some products like daily that I use. I don't care the brand so much. I go to my nearest drugstore, whatever, and I buy it. And that's the problem, because usually in these drugstores there's like only L'Oreal, Maybelline, all these brands. There is like literally no choice. If you want to know all those cruelty-free brands, smaller, bigger, skincare, beauty, makeup, hair, and then please, all my social media down below. I'm going to share it on TikTok, on Instagram. Going to show you what I throw out from my Garnier, for example, what I take in place, which is cruelty-free, so you know which ones are cruelty-free. I have highlight already on my Instagram. On YouTube, I will, on blog, and I will just going to all the time promote it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The list about the brands that are not cruelty-free are Dove, MAC, Fenty, Morphe, Benefit, Wet n Wild, Physicians Formula, which was cruelty-free and is not anymore. Shame on you, because I bought from them. Maybelline, NARS, Clinique, Nivea, Laura Mercier, L'Oreal, Origins, Sephora, Avon, Neutrogena, CeraVe, I don't even know what it is, Fresh, Clarins, Kiehl's, Dior, Aveno, Revlon, Rimmel, Bioderma, Chanel, Moisture, Caudalie, Olay, Palmer's, Lancome, Vichy, Unique, Bobbi Brown, Nudistix, Laneige, Lorac, Pantene, Native, Philosophy, Inglot, Shiseido, Essie, Yves Rocher, Colgate, Honest Beauty, Nuxe, Davin, Redken, Alterna, Clorene, Mary Kay, Eucerin, Makeup Forever, Max Factor, Herbal Essences, Batiste, Tresemme, Bourjois, Oriflame, La Roche-Posay, Vanille Cream, Marc Jacobs Fragrances, Biotherm, OPI, Bior, Unilever, Joico, Schwarzkopf, Vaseline, Matrix, Glam Glow, Bella, L'Occitane, Tom Ford, Gucci, Sisley, Almay, Clean and Clear, Peter Thomas Roth, Artistry by Amway, Jergens, Jo Malone, Rusk, Head & Shoulders, Pond's, Mitchum, Crest, La Mer, Sally Hansen, Estee Lauder, Dr. Jart, Old Spice, and Secret. Please, if I pronounced it incorrectly, and I know that I did at some point, I'm so sorry. Dove is one of them that sells to China, so not cruelty-free. MAC is not cruelty-free since 2012. When they joined Chinese market, what a surprise. Fenty, because they could not answer specific questions. Rihanna, shame on you because they want to try your highlighters. Morphe, really bad, contradicting claims. Like, those are just brands who try to act and they are not. Like, that's the biggest shame. At least Dior and all those usually are like, okay, we don't care about animals, and then but these are the ones who try to be like in both sides, like I hate those brands. NARS was until 2017. Again, they just enter Chinese markets all the time. Laura Mercier couldn't answer how you don't know if your products are tested or not. Who even gives them option to not answer? L'Oreal has been heavily misleading their customers about their animal testing policy. They claim to be cruelty-free, but we need to read the fine print. They do test animals where required by law. Shady. You can read all the information. I will post some links where you can find more. This video will be really long. I'm so sorry, but I hope you're watching. This is so important. The question is, who wants to be cruelty-free, queen or king, and want to join my movement? As I said, if you want, then subscribe, follow all my links, and let's just start a movement and just educate each other and have fun and talk about all this. Maybe if someone will really be interesting, I could open like Facebook group or something. Just let me know in the comments anything you want to know, any doubts you have, any questions you have about this topic, any concerns. This topic is so important for me and I want more people to go cruelty free. It's really important. It's really important for my fur bunny who is like sleeping now, telling me to stop screaming. I hope you liked the video. I hope you watched it all. I know it's long, but it's something which filled with information, important message. Comment down below and see you next time, guys. Bye!